Hello nation, and welcome back to another episode here on the channel. As we're back here for some more College Football 25, and this is the coaching carousel of Matt Marvel. And today it's a big day. It is time for us to try to win our second American championship here in the series. As of course last year was our first year as the offensive coordinator here at Memphis with Matt Marvel, and today we get another shot here to win a second conference title, as we of course have a perfect conference record, 8-0. We're taking on the Florida Atlantic squad that you guys seen in the last episode. Of course, Florida Atlantic had a bit of a rough time with us. Hopefully in the last 2 weeks here, at least in game, they've gotten better as you take a look at the top 25 there. And of course, Memphis quarterback here, freshman quarterback of all things, Jordan Witherspoon, is one of the top 5 finalists here for the Heisman Trophy, and we're going to see if we can try to at least kind of wedge his way in that conversation there. I don't think he'll get it this year, but if he does, it'd be awesome. I don't think we've ever seen a freshman win it, but if he doesn't, then he's definitely going to be a good shoo-in for next season. And of course, take a look at Florida Atlantic Owls, and there you see these right now. You see their last previous episode that we won this one, 59-14. Defense did a good job there first half, only giving up 14 points, but even spectacular second half there for the defense, as we were pretty much glued to the field there on the offensive side of things. And offense did a great job there, taking advantage of those opportunities of scoring points. There you see he scored 28 points alone in the second quarter, and then went on to score another 24 points combined there in the third and fourth quarters there, winning this one in a huge fashion. Of course, had some great play there from our quarterback, Witherspoon, who's been doing an excellent job here ever since week 1, when he threw a couple of interceptions. I think he threw either 2 or 3 or maybe even 4, but still had a really good passing game. This kid has been just on fire. He's been lightning in a bottle, and ever since then, Coach Marvel has been doing his best to try to mold him and shape him to be a very good quarterback here in college football, especially as a freshman. And he's been turning a lot of heads here. A lot of people are talking about him and wondering what he could do his next season. And hopefully he will not be a flash in the pan, or be even in some cases be having a sophomore slump. We're hoping that he'll get right out of the gates and be a huge star and player for us next season. And of course, he even has a chance now to get into the college football playoffs as a freshman, leading this team here. As this team's done a great job here, pretty much leaving off where they left off last year. Remember, we left off, we got beat in the semifinal round there last season, and now we're back here again with a brand new quarterback and some more experienced players here. The sky is the limit right now with this team here. Of course, trying to set in reality here, things could easily turn around and be different, as there's some pretty good teams in this college football playoffs this season. And of course, we're trying to hold on to the position we're at. And in order to do that, we have to beat Florida Atlantic today. All right, so as you take a look here, we got some of the familiar faces we've seen just in the last episode here. You got Philip Dunham, who is their strong safety, a zone player. And of course, there you see 6'1", 190 pounds from Miami Beach, Florida. And of course, he's got some great quickness. Obviously, of course, that's going to be one of his key things. And of course, his zone coverage is going to be top notch as well, as he's got great awareness, play rec, and of course, zone coverage there from him. And we have to do everything and anything to make sure we don't throw the ball his way, or at least if it's going to go his way, we got to make sure he does not get a hold of it and causing problems for us. Now, of course, we've had some issues with interceptions this season here, but I think ever since that first week or so that we threw those that first week, obviously it was his first game. We're not gonna really hold him to that, because we wasn't expecting him to have the season that he's having right now. He was a freshman coming in there trying to, he was a better guy through spring ball, and of course during the the training session before the season started, and we figured, hey, let's see what this freshman can do. And at first it was a little kind of terrifying, but ever since he's got work with Coach Marvel, he has really turned things around. And so we'll try to make sure we've been doing a pretty good job of making sure he's protected very well there. And of course, we're going to even add on to some more talent going into next season. Jalen Williams, of course, their other their corner here. He's got good quickness as well, run stopping ability, and of course he has superb man coverage there. He'll be in that slot position. He'll be probably watching over the eye, or at least over Hawkins, and maybe even I would consider Banks more so the slot receiver there for us. And I'm sure they'll be watching him, Banks, pretty closely. Banks had a pretty decent game against them last time around. I believe he had 4 catches for 29 yards. We tried to get him in the end zone a couple of times there, but was not successful at that. And I think today, Banks, at least talking to him, he says he is due to have a good game here today. We'll see if that'll be the case. Antonio Smith's another great defensive player there who has great speed. There you see his hands are pretty good. His zone coverage is good as well, and of course his power as well. So he'll definitely be a guy that will be flying around the field there as a free safety. Of course, zone tendencies there. He will definitely be trying to do what he can do here, especially last week or 2 weeks ago, or at least the previous episode. We did a pretty good job on a number on them in the passing game there, and I'm pretty sure the Owls are not going to let that happen again. And then you got to see Mark Allen here. He is a edge rusher who has probably been told to keep, of all people, our quarterback in check, make sure he is not running around like he was 2 weeks ago, and of course try to make it to where the only person who is going to run the ball, that would be our halfback Smith, who has had, of course, 1,000 yards on the ground here this season. Not too many rushing touchdowns so far coming in today's game. He has 13, but Witherspoon has 24 rushing touchdowns this season. So they're going to be watching him, especially most of those touchdowns are coming from the inside the 5 in a lot of cases there. So they'll definitely be keeping a close watch on him in the red zone there. And of course, I think we're going to have to chill out on that. We don't have to get Witherspoon too roughed up there, as we do need him going into the playoffs. And here we go. Getting ready for today's game here. It's a beautiful winter. It is the winter time here. Don't let it fool you. It's probably pretty chilly out there. But nonetheless, fans here in Memphis are here to support the Tigers, as the Tigers are looking to get themselves into the college football playoffs for the second year in a row here. And of course, they need a victory here over the Owls to do so here in today's game. As we go ahead and get into the action, as it's still a no score here. 1st and 10, ball on their own 21-yard line here. Witherspoon will hand off to Smith, as Smith will be taken down there quickly there at the 23-yard line, as he gets a gain of 1 on that play. 2nd and 9 coming up here with Smith, and so we'll get a few yards there for be able to move the chains there for a nice carry. And so we'll get down to the 29-yard line here. 3rd and 2, we'll run up the middle here from Bedford, as he'll run this one, gets that first down and able to move the chains there for the Tigers. As we'll see a new set of downs here for the Tigers. Witherspoon here in the backfield there along with his halfback, as he's taking his time here. It's going to be a nice handoff as they'll run this one with Lee. And I think I said this last episode here, but Coach Marvel has been doing an excellent job here, just putting some fresh legs out there when it comes to the halfback position. Not letting, obviously our key guy who's going to be running the ball, majority of getting the most touches, will be Smith. But getting those other halfbacks involved, you got Bedford, you got Lee, and of course Connolly. Connolly probably be your second choice there when it comes to the running game. He's done a great job there of, changing that, keeping those guys fresh, and keeping them active during the games here, and letting them do their thing with their key, what their strengths are when it comes to the running game. And of course, I've been thinking about changing some of these formations up. I'm kind of thinking about putting a half or a two-back set in some of our new playbook that I am currently working on for season 3. So if you guys have any suggestions of that type of play, because I really want to something similar to Air Force. I like to run something close to that, or maybe even some of what Navy has on the running plays as well. We'll see now, 3rd and 1 coming up here. Smith going to run this one here, and nice run there. I love it, just smooth as butter going through that defensive line there. Putting themselves at the 6-yard line of the Owls, as the Owls here again having a tough time trying to stop the run. We'll go back to the pass here. That pass is being thrown at home. My goodness, almost got taken away there from us. Thank goodness that defender don't have really any good hands. So now with just 2 minutes left here in the first quarter, still no score. We're not scoring as quickly as we did the previous time we played against the Owls here. But so we're definitely moving the football here. As we'll see a pass there being completed as Doyle finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Memphis Tigers. As Doyle finds his first touchdown reception here today. It's going to be his 6th of the season. As there you see the fans here at Liberty Stadium getting behind Doyle as he gets the catch there. Nice job there from the big man who's done an excellent job for us this season. And of course, he'll definitely be missed as he could be seeing his way into the NFL. Pass there again here, as we'll see here, a nice big gain there from the tight end. It's 7-0 here, as we have the final 20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Handoff as Smith here runs this one. Nice job there getting around the defender. As you can tell, we're being a little more methodic about our plays here in this first or at least first quarter of today's game here. Changing up just a little bit, changing the pacing of the game as compared to last time when we played against them. We were kind of just like, we kind of knew we had sets, a couple of plays already set up of what we can run. At least 3 or 4 plays of, we were thinking in advance of how we're going to move the football here. Today we're kind of just taking our time here, being a little more methodic, being more sinister about it. As we see a nice run there from the quarterback as he is being chased down and gets a nice first down. Nice hustle there from Witherspoon, as we'll see a 1st and 10 coming up as we're at the Owls 38-yard line. When pass or run, and actually he should have ran that one there, but Witherspoon decided to throw that one. It's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up, as we'll see a pass there on that route. That's going to go to Smith, as he is going to run that nice little route there. Gets himself a 1st down, as that ball will be now moved to the 17-yard line, helping them move the chains. As Sutton Smith, he does get a couple pass plays here in this situation. At least I feel like sometimes they don't really work, but this time it did. That one actually worked right the way I needed it. So we'll see now here the ball at the 17-yard line, 1st and 10. Witherspoon here calling an audible as he has Lee in the backfield there. Robinson here, or I should say, I don't know why I keep calling him Robinson. Witherspoon there, nice throw there. Gets that one up the middle there. As we'll see now, 2nd and 4. And, nice run as Bedford there gets the carry. Gets some new downs here, 1st and 10. Smith's going to come back out here. We'll see if they'll go back to the ground game or if they'll go to the pass. Looks like there's some audibles being called there. As Witherspoon here now scrambles around here. Witherspoon side calls his own number instead, and he's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis Tigers. As that is going to be his 23rd rushing touchdown this season. Right now, he is leading quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns this year. As a freshman, again, getting talked about very well around college football here this season. lot of teams are kind of looking at him and saying this kid has something special about him. He's definitely leading this team like he's been on this team before. We'll see. 1st and 10. Play clock down to 4. Or I should say, yeah, play clock there at 4. Throws that one. That's going to be incomplete. It'll be a 2nd down coming up here for Witherspoon. Like I said, Witherspoon he's got his accuracy's gotten better, but it still has room of improvement. And of course, sometimes I think I get too little giddy throwing the pass there with him. He kind of throws a little off target there. And lucky enough, sometimes our receivers are able to get in that position there to get those catches. And so they got we got some pretty good receivers. Got some pretty good hands that can change the direction and obviously get themselves in an angle that they need to get those balls there from time to time. We'll see a run here, and oh yeah, might as well just go ahead and run this one. Oh, nice little shimmy there as he gets around that little juke and gets down the field here. Gets down to the midfield. It's a huge play there from the quarterback. 1st and 10 coming up here for Witherspoon. As Witherspoon here looking to try to get something going and run here. That one is going to be, of course, ran and successfully run there by Lee as he gets a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 coming up here. The ball to 46. And now Witherspoon here decides to go ahead, and he just realized that play just kind of crapped out on him there pretty quickly there. You just couldn't find nobody down the field, so he decided just to tuck it and run. So we'll see what they can do here on this 1st and 10. As audible being called here, he'll drop back in the pocket, looking down the field here. Throws this one up there. That ball is going to be caught, and that's going to be a nice reception. As that one is going to be placed at the 32-yard line. Of course, Witherspoon, told not to do too many crazy stuff when it comes to the passing game. Kind of stay within his limits, stay within his range. But, of course, we've seen him quite a few times take some chances down the field here, and sometimes those work, and other times it was like, okay, what was you thinking there, kid? Trying too much. And, of course, he does gets a good talking to there from Coach Marvel. 1st and 10, ball there inside the 20. Witherspoon in the backfield there along with Smith. They're going to go ahead and run this one instead, as they are going to get only a yard on that carry. 2nd down coming up, as we'll see a play action here. And this time the defender is able to get the snap count there very good and get a hold of Witherspoon there. They drop back a few yards, actually about 6 or 7 yards there on that play. So now we'll see what they'll try to do here on this 3rd and 18. Witherspoon here rolls out. He's looking down the field here. He throws this one up there. That's going to go to Doyle, and Doyle gets a great catch there at the end zone. Touchdown. Memphis Tigers right in the bucket there. I wasn't for sure. That one kind of held up in the air there. Of course, I think Witherspoon might have got lit up, got touched a little bit there when he threw that football there. But Doyle able to get there. As you see here, a little off target, a little bit of a late shove there, but nonetheless, Witherspoon able to get that one in there, and that's going to be touchdown number 7 now for Doyle. It's now 21-0. Pass there is being thrown there by Smith. Smith trying to wrestle his way out from that defender. He does, but he has another defender right up on him that makes a stop. Gain of a yard on that play. We'll see what we can do here on this 2nd and 9. Pass there being completed. That's going to be to Jacoby Banks as he'll get this catch there for a few yards, as he'll get enough there for the 1st down. Ball plays at their own 44-yard line here. We'll see Banks there makes a nice catch, and like I said, Banks said he's due for a good game, so we'll see if that'll be the case. As we'll see a nice spin move there from Smith as he's able to get away from the defender. We'll see now 2nd inches coming up here. Ball the 47-yard line for the Tigers. As we'll see a handoff here to Smith. Smith's going to get the 1st down and get more as he crosses there to the 50. Gets to the 40 or 39-yard line of the Owls, getting the 1st down. Less than a minute left here in the 1st half. 21-0. As we'll see a handoff now to Connolly, the big boy, running this one here. You would think Connolly should be a tight end. In some ways, I think he should be, but he has a height for it. But No, he's definitely a great runner there. Great, nice power runner there from him. And I like that combination of the power and the speed that we have, the looseness with our backs here. And of course, we're looking for those even those kind of backs here, even more so for the next batch of players that we're looking for the next season. As we'll see a nice run there. And now with only 4 seconds left here, don't have enough time to get down the field here. We're not going to risk to try to get a touchdown here. So we're going to go for a field goal. This field goal goes up, and it does not go in as it veers to the left there. And unfortunately, that's not going to put any points up on the board here for us here to end the first half. Good try there from the kicker. But, yeah, a little too much to the left there, as it nearly shaves the bar. So with now 1 second left, not much for the Owls here to do. And of course we'll go to the second half here, as now it's 21-3. Pass there is going to be completed. Nice catch, as that's going to get us now all the way down to the 39. A huge play there for the Tigers on that catch and run. Nice, beautiful spiral there from Witherspoon. Now handoff to Smith as he breaks off a tackle, and he's going to be there, stopped at the Owls' 32-yard line. Still 21-0 lead here for the Tigers. Like I said, a little bit of a different pace that we're going here in today's game compared to the last time. Because I feel like if we play the same way we did, which, you know, in some ways we are, but if we, you know, kind of play the exact same way, I should say, that we did last week, they would definitely pick up on that. That's one of the things I was kind of worried about when we got into this game here. You know, playing this team the second time around, especially within 2 weeks' time, you know, it doesn't give me too much to, to change up some things, and especially personnel-wise, I try to change up. I try to move the slot player around, try to get Banks out of that, and put him in somewhere else, and put maybe Bussy in that position there. See, nice run here from Smith as he finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis Tigers on the run. As he finds his way in there, that's going to be his first rushing touchdown today. As that's going to be his 14th of the season. And the fans here at home here in Memphis enjoying seeing their team get this victory here off the same team that we did just 2 weeks ago in this same stadium. 28-0 this time, as there's 5:21 left here in the third quarter. Going back to the running game as Smith here runs this one on the outside. Near the outside numbers there at the 30-yard line. 2nd and 5 coming up, as they'll see a handoff again. This time he's going to run on the right-hand side as he goes out far wide there on that run. Gets another first down there, as again we were able to move the chains. Go now to a 1st and 10, and this time it'll be Connolly run up the middle, and still get a few yards there on that carry, 4 to be exact. We'll see if he can, of course, continue on having a decent game here, helping us out. And oh no, just when we're having a really excellent game, I thought we were going to walk out of here with no interceptions here. Nice interception there from the middle linebacker for the Owls, and now the Owls have a chance now to get themselves on the board here, as Aiden Armstrong did a great job there watching the quarterback's eyes and seeing that we were throwing to Bussy. And of course, Bussy did not do a good job there of getting that separation from his man. So they scored a touchdown of their own here. Now it's 28-7. So no shutout here in this situation here. Kind of felt that we could have had that here today. As we'll see now, a pass there, as that's going to be caught. As a 2nd and 4 now turns to a 1st and 10 there from Smith. Coming out of the backfield there. As now we'll drop back and now run this one here. Witherspoon here on the run. Oh, nice little juke move here. Now Witherspoon going down the field here, hustling there. Again, another juke move, and gets this one all the way down inside the 40, or excuse me, down inside the 20 of the Owls. What a run there from him. As we'll take a look at the replay here, this is I'm telling you, this freshman did an excellent job here. 38 yards on that run. As we see the replay here, juke move there, and then does another great job there of there you see another juke move. And finally he's pretty much gassed and says pretty much he's gonna go ahead and get taken down there at the 18. So nice hustle there from him. I think he's done for the run here for at least for this rest of this drive. We'll see what he does here on this 1st and 10. Pass there being thrown and completed as Banks gets that catch. That's going to be 2-yard reception there for the Tigers. As we'll now see Witherspoon here again looking for the block. Witherspoon going down the field here. He's going to get all the way down to the 1-yard line. Nice run there from him. As we'll see now, 1st and goal coming up. Ball at the Owls 1-yard line. Drop back here, look here, fires this one in there. And that's going to be a catch. And that's going to go to Jacoby Banks. Banks gets his 15th receiving touchdown of the season. And he has now got himself on the board here. As like I said, he was wanting the ball. He told Witherspoon, hey, man, you got to hook me up the second half. I had a couple catches first half and no love in the end zone. I wanted some love from you in the end zone, and he does it right there as he's able to find him and get his 15th receiving touchdown. We'll see if we can get another one for him. As we'll see a 1st and 10, ball at the 28-yard line. Run here from Smith as he breaks a tackle there or so and does find the sticks to move the chains. We'll see now here another handoff here to Smith. Smith got a good block. Gets himself near the 50. And that's another 1st and 10 here for the Memphis Tigers. Tigers just moving the ball here very smoothly on the ground. As we'll see now, it's going to be Witherspoon here. And oh my goodness, you would think they'd have more spies on Witherspoon here as he's able to run this one there. 11 carries for 152 yards for him today. And of course, a rushing touchdown earlier there in the first half. You would think they would have more eyes on him, making sure, and of course, even the edge rushers there, just trying to get to him as much as they possibly can. But yeah, they're just not doing a good job here of keeping close track of Witherspoon. 2nd and 9 coming up. See a drop back, looking down the field here, throws this one off there. That's going to be caught. Smith gets the catch, breaks a tackle. And he is finally stopped there at the 17. So nice catch and run there from him. We'll see now here with a 3rd and 3 coming up. You can pretty much call whatever you want in this situation. They do as they'll find Smith. And Smith gets a carry there as he gets almost gets a nice 11-yard carry there for himself. As now we'll see Witherspoon here. Oh, Witherspoon looks like he was trying to get that one to Doyle. But he gets hit as he threw the football. So now 2nd and goal coming up here. Again, he's being chased down, trying to find a play. Goes ahead and runs this one himself as he gets to the 3-yard line. So it's going to be a 3rd and goal coming up here for the Tigers. And it's Witherspoon here trying to see if he can get a passing touchdown of some sort. Pass there, be thrown, and he finds Banks again into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis Tigers. As the Tigers find their way, they find another target here for Banks, as that's going to be his 16th of the season. Nice job there. As a QB lighting up the scoreboard here now, as that's going to be another great one. As now it's 42-14. As Florida Atlantic get themselves a nice touchdown, and now Witherspoon here says, "I'm not done running yet. I want to make these guys hurt." As he does a nice job there on that little QB blast play there. Something that Coach Bonds, of course, has written up and is executing it very well here. Witherspoon now here drops back, throws this one up there. He's got a nice 50-50 ball there for Doyle as he gets the catch there at the 31. So now with 2.5 minutes left here, Memphis says, hey, we're going to stay. We're going to keep calling our plays here. We're going to keep running our offense. Defense is doing a great job there for, getting the ball back for us. But, we're not going to be child. We're not going to be stupid. We're not going to be childish about the football here. We're just going to try to do our best to run the plays we want to run, the ones we know we can run. And there you see, again, that QB blast there for Witherspoon. 2 minutes left here with a 3rd and 5 up. Ball now the 26-yard line of the Owls. Run this one on the far right, left-hand side. That's going to be quickly stopped there as they get a hold of Smith that time. 4th and 6 coming up here. They decide to go for it here. Roll out. Witherspoon looking down the field here. Decides, go back inside here. Runs this one. Finds the first down marker. And is able to come down and gets tackled there safely with the football. As he gets a nice run there. And, of course, it helps the team move the chains. And, of course, keep the clock running. Ooh, nice little almost try to plant him into the ground there that time. The defensive end there coming off of that down to the quarterback there. As we'll see now Smith here. Stiff arm. Runs his way there to get to the 10-yard line and gets a little bit more. As they'll stop him there somewhere around the 8. As they do get a new set of downs here. 1st and goal coming up, and this is going to be Connolly. Connolly's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown. As the Memphis Tigers find a way again on the ground and into the end zone here as they use Connolly this time. As Connolly hadn't been used too much here today. I believe 4 carries, about 12 yards in the game. And of course, his first rushing touchdown here as first one of the day. And it's 4th of the season as they find their way into the end zone. And they get another win here as they win the American Conference Championship here. As Witherspoon brings home his first conference championship here as a Memphis Tiger. And of course, Coach Bonds Coach Marvel gets his 2nd conference championship here. Congratulations there to the Memphis Tigers as they are red hot going into the college football playoffs here. And now the question is, who do they play? Do they get a first round bye? Were they oppressive? Did they oppress the committee enough to get that first round bye, or do they have to play a first round game? And if they do, they'll be hosting that team. We'll see who they will be hosting coming up in the next episode here, which we'll see here in a bit who we're going to have to play. And there are some pretty good, really good teams here for that opening round there that we could be seeing. Obviously, I think obviously it's going to be a Power 4 school, but which Power 4 school would it be, and which of those Power 4 would it be? Obviously, you got your SEC and your Big Ten schools are probably the most dominant ones that will be a part of this college football playoffs. Just pretty much that's just a given. But the question is, who is going to be, and of course, how do we approach them when it comes to that? At least we know that we'll be playing at home for that game here, so we'll definitely have home field advantage. But when you got a team that's one of those Power 4 schools, it's we really are gonna have to be hella focused and really just find out what their weaknesses are and exploit them as much as we can. And obviously, for us this year, we've been exploiting teams like that with using the running game. So obviously, the running game is going to be really important there for us in that game. And we'll talk more about that in the next episode. But Witherspoon, 18 of 23, nice day. Excuse me, through the air. 209 yards, 4 rushing touchdowns, and of course, four receiving touchdowns, or passing touchdowns there, and of course, NIT. Smith, 22 carries, 158, a touchdown there for him, his 14th, like I mentioned before. Witherspoon, 17 carries, 184. Jeez, almost a 200 day of both in the air and on the ground. Rushing touchdown there for him as well. Connolly, 4 carries, 4 carries for 12 yards and a touchdown for him. Of course, receiving-wise, Doyle, 5 catches for 74 yards, 2 touchdowns. Banks, 6 catches, 42 yards, and 2 touchdowns there for him. And, of course, defensively, Mackey, middle linebacker there for us, 8 tackles, a fumble, his 2nd of the season. Overton, 4 tackles, a TFL, and a sack. Spellman, 4 tackles, 3 TFLs, and, of course, Martin, he had a big day as well, huge day. He had 3 tackles, a TFL, a forced fumble, and 2 fumble recoveries in that game there for the Memphis Tigers. So the defense, again, continues being very impressive. I'm really liking what we're seeing with them. And now the question is, can we continue seeing that for the rest of the season with them? We'll have to find out and see how that is all going to play out here, especially depending on who we're playing in this. If we got to, obviously I feel like we're probably going to get snubbed, to be honest, because we're a power, we're a group 5 school, so we'll probably get snubbed out. Yeah, just because some factors are probably our schedule. Even though we're undefeated, that should lay some heavy weight on that. But the committee is not going to see that. They're just going to say, okay, you guys, you got a couple of impressive wins here and there. But who did did you play somebody that was really, does your schedule show that they beat this school, so yeah, let's go ahead and see what they can do with a week off and play against another high caliber school that are better than them. We'll have to find out and see. But I feel like we probably will get snubbed out. It was nice being considered in the top 4 there, but I think we're probably gonna. I think we shouldn't drop. I think we should be obviously. I think we with undefeated record and whatnot, we should be a top seed. So we should be able to, obviously host the first game of the season, or first game of the playoff round. But we'll see. But there you see, congratulations there to the Memphis Tigers on winning the American. Got a nice recruit here too, Connor Swan from El Dorado, Arkansas, 2-star kid right in. So that's nice to see him getting signed there. And then of course, as you take a look here, we also got Martin, who is got 3 tackles at TFL there from the week before, as he does a great job there of getting the honors there. And of course, offensive player of the week there for the American, obviously it's Witherspoon, as he had a nice, great win there. And of course, hey, Coach Willie Shrugs. He is going to be your head coach of the coach of the year there. Nice job there, Coach. As he is, of course, getting his Memphis Tigers back into the college football playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. And of course, there you see the Broyles defensive coordinator. Nice, Eric Grover is going to get that one. Of course, we won that award last year with Coach Marvel. This year, defensive love showing out there. And of course, the Heisman Trophy winner is Cade Klubnik from Clemson there. 3,898 yards with 39 touchdowns and no interceptions there for him. So well deserved there. Sutton Smith, your best running back award there. 1,746 yards, 14 rushing touchdowns there for him this season. Xavier Hill, our right guard, he is going to get the best interior lineman award. Congratulations to him. So we got some nice hardware here. And there you see, for the college football playoffs, we've been invited. And of course, we're going to be playing the first round, looks like. We're going to be going up against number 11 ranked Michigan. So the Wolverines will be in town for this matchup there. You see the final official bracket, as you got Clemson number 1, obviously, USC at number 3, Texas A&M at number 2, and of course Cincinnati at number 4. You got a nice 12-5 matchup there with LSU, and of course Notre Dame, Oregon, and Georgia in the number 9 and 8 hole. There you see us at 6 and 11, and then of course 10 and 7, SMU versus Virginia Tech in that one. So you got some pretty good schools there. I would love to see Michigan, or I would love to see Memphis and SMU make it to the next round there, and really take on, and really, I would love to bury USC and go in there and just wreak havoc on them in that Rose Bowl game. But first, we got to get past Michigan there, and it's gonna be a tough task. Michigan is good. They still got a well intact team from their season that they won it, and of course it's going to be our job here to, of course, figure out a way how to survive it and try to make sure we are successful when it comes to a win against them. So we'll see how things turn out coming up in the next episode, as it's not gonna be a walk in the park at all. If it is, I'm gonna be very shocked and surprised, and I'm gonna be very cautious of how we play them. But if we can go in there and that first drive is very successful, and we can just cut up that defense, especially on the obviously pound that rock and really make them suffer with just really stretching out big runs and gain big gulps of gains on the ground. That is going to make us very happy, and it's going to make the rest of the day, especially in the passing game, be nice for us. So we'll see how things go. As you see there, we got some early National Signing Day coming up. Of course, we got some staff moves. So far, I don't think we have any. I don't think neither one of us, neither the OC or of course that's us, but or the DC, going to leave. But we'll check some job offers there, see if we are being offered any positions there. So far, I did look and see that there are a couple offers, but they're more lateral offers than they are upgrades. But there is one coaching position open, and of course right now we cannot take that position because we have to wait after season 3 before we can make a change. So, but right now, I think for right now, what we got going on with Memphis, and especially with Witherspoon and some couple other players that we're going to be having coming in next season, also obviously the ones that are going to be still here that we got right now, I think season 3 we're definitely going to be staying here at Memphis, regardless if we win the national championship or not. But that's it for this episode of the Coaching Carousel with Matt and Marvel. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new, and of course hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. As always, of course, don't forget to check us out over on ESGNet Plus LP, as we got another Coaching Carousel over there with Sheldon Sherman, one of our former Highland Scotties players, who is now a DC with Utah State. Definitely go check out that series. But that is it for here today. As always, again, keep each other healthy, and I will see you all next time.